all be intimate in this room together.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Good.
Easy with an actor here. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I know you made a movie about 10 years ago, so I was hoping you could start us off.
And now it's out.
So what took you so long to make another one, and what was the genesis for you to work on this project together?
Yeah, what took us so long, man?
You didn't call me.
You became a movie star. That's what happened.
Yeah.
No, that's right. No, I think it's just about the project. I think really, you know, whenever I do any movie, I always try to get MADS on board, and I think this was the project. Yeah, we'll
We're trying. I think we're working on it as best we can.
These are some of the rare mics that doesn't have an on and off.
Yeah.
And what happened? No, but you didn't call me. That's the honest truth. You went away after all.
There we go. Okay. Here we are, we're back.
So after the Royal Affair, which I loved being part of, I loved working with you, you went away. You had dreams of over here. And I wish you the best of luck, and my heart was breaking that you didn't come back home, but now you're back.
As opposed to you who just stayed home for the past 10 years? I mean, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Hannibal, Marvel, Harry Potter.
It's a good list.
I think it was you who went away, Matt, actually. No, it's about the project, and really, you know, I was waiting for something to come along which would be a good fit for MADS, and as soon as I read, this is based on a novel, and as soon as I started reading this novel, the first thought I had was, I really want to make this into a film, and the second thought I had was, this is perfect for MADS. And I think even before we started writing it, I asked you, I called you, and we had a meeting about the story and the character before we started writing the script, right? And you seemed to like the general idea, but you also wanted to see the script first. It wasn't just like, yeah, whatever you want to do, Nick. It was like, yeah, if you write a good script, you were game. But we remain friends. It's not like we haven't seen each other for 10 years, right?
This is getting very private.
Weird. It's getting weird.
No, I think the script is always the Bible to whatever we do. I mean, I can have so many ideas, and you can have so many ideas, but if it's not on the paper, somehow we will get lost sometimes. So I did say, yeah, let's see the script. Let's have that, and we can work from there. And finally, he gave me one, and I really loved it. I had a few ideas, but generally, I love the idea about giving life to a man who so desperately wants to be part of something that he hates. I think that's very human. It's very relatable, and I think you guys, you and Anders Thomas, gave life to that in the script from the beginning.
But I also remember that you were very much part of shaping the character in the final stages of the script, and you gave me a lot of courage to, I mean, he's not exactly a likable character, you know, and that was very much part of giving me the courage to make a film about, all my other films up until this moment has been a little bit more black and white in terms of heroes and villains and, you know, characters who just want to do good or who just want to do bad. There's certainly some pretty bad characters in this one as well. But you really, you were very sort of adamant in a great way that we had to create a character who, because my idea was, this is a man who's so pure ambition that he can't see life around him really, and you were very sort of, had very strong opinions and really try to do it, and it's not try to immediately show, he's also a good guy, and he also saves people, and it was very interesting to work on a character like that. It's very gratifying.
I think that we always when we do period films, like this one, 1750s, we have a tendency to shove our 2023 morals into the story, into the characters, into every little step on the way. And I knew you were not doing it, but there was still some reminiscences of it. And I think when I came on board, I was like, but that little tiny Buster Keaton smile that hopefully will open up the sky is not going to happen until page 88.
Yeah.
This is the character. The character is the story in many ways. He has plenty of opportunities to go left instead of right. And that would change the story and it would be dramatic. He would just be one of us. And we agreed on that. But we also looked at each other every day we were shooting. After like 20 days of shooting, we were like, should we soften him up now? And no, we were like, no, we're gonna wait, it's page 88. So yeah, we have to be honest and true to the story, and I think you guys did the base of that, and then I insisted a little more, and it was good.
It was a really fun process, and it's I don't know. I mean, we obviously have questions, but yeah, it's extremely nice to work with Mads because he's very collaborative. We had a really strong collaboration for this film as well, where we would discuss, almost the next day of shooting, we would sort of sit well into the night to talk about possibilities and ideas and motivations and the psychological sort of underpinning of each scene, and it's not that often that you can do that with an actor because some actors are very sort of you're actually focused on the whole film and not just your own character, the entire story. You feel a great sense of responsibility for the story as well, which is great for a director, which is great because then you know that you take the whole story under your wing alongside me, which was a really good thing. And you did that on Rollicking as well.
Yeah, I do read the story first and then the character later. And if there's nothing to say about my character, I will jump right on board to some of the other characters and say, why don't we go like that? Because that's going to emphasize exactly what you want to do. Right? Yeah. So I'm a tiny writer who's not a writer.
I'll ask one more question before we open it up to the audience, so make sure you start thinking of what you might want to ask our guests. We are in Hollywood, and I feel like this is a little bit of throwback to old Hollywood Western and epic filmmaking. So I was wondering if for both of you there were any inspirations that you looked to while you were working on the project?
I was certainly looking towards the David Lean films of yore. I've always been a huge David Lean fan. Lawrence of Arabia is one of my maybe the top 3 films. I can just watch it again and again and again, and I love that movie, and I love his way of sort of making these huge epics, but also quite complex characters and quite intimate, storytelling. I think the way that Peter O'Toole portrays Lawrence, and Lawrence is so ahead of his time, but it's still a very epic adventure movie in a way. So I think those were some of the films I really looked to for this one. Also visually, of course, we have like thousands of the budget of what they had or he had, but we sort of tried to get that feeling of that epic film.